my mom was like, that culture, it's gonna be the end of your relationship. Like the culture, like differences, you're not gonna be able to handle it. Like she used to always tell me, and she even used to be like, I don't think you can date a Ugandan man. Like my own mom tells me, she's like, they're too into their own culture of like, they see themselves above you. And one thing about you, Sheena, is you will argue and like, you will be like, no, we're the same.
Yeah.
So like, she was like, just steer clear, sweetie. Like, ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Unless you meet someone who is like, I always say this, so like, I no hate to anyone, but when looking for someone I want to date, I would want you to have lived abroad for quite a long time. Like, I like people who are well traveled. Don't date people who are not traveled when you are well traveled. You know, I have seen all the cultures and I've lived in all the countries, and I've lived in Europe and I've lived in Africa, you know?
Yeah.
So I know both places. So then you have people who have predominantly lived here, so they only see it as like a one way.
Yeah.
They only see it as this is the right way.
Hey, UG boy, let's talk to them. Let's talk, let's talk to them. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to them. Let's talk, let's talk to them. Yeah, I'm from a beautiful place, the Pearl of Africa. Hailing with a 256, it's in my blood. That's a gem where the mountains rise, with stories untold. The tapestry of cultures unfolding, so vibrant and bold. A symphony of stars, a celestial light. The drums beating, echoing through the night, just like a beacon of light. A reflection that's coming up from the Nile. I'm flowing straight into the heart of Africa with timeless stories untold. What's up, dog?
Elevate your podcast game today. Are you looking for a perfect place to record your podcast in Kampala? Look no further. Dansoft Studios, located at Ivory Plaza on Wilson Street, Level 3, Room 4, is a perfect place for you. Dansoft Studios has professional recording equipment, comfortable and creative environment, expert for all your podcast needs. Book your session today. Find them on all social media platforms or reach out to them directly to secure your spot. Let them make your podcast dream a reality. Dansoft Studios, where stories come to life.
2.
You're the second person who picked 2. APAS picked 2. He didn't want to waste time.
2, 1, 0. Don Julio.
She's a stylist, outspoken, and one of the most talked about stars on Kampala Crème. But there's more to Sheena Holms than reality TV. From fitness to family, fame, friendship. Today we dive into the real woman behind the screen. Let's talk travel, drama, dating in Kampala, and everything in between. Sheena Holms is on the podcast. Let's get into it. Sheena, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. For the listeners, they won't know what happened behind the scenes, but you don't really need to know. What you need to know is Sheena is here and we're doing a podcast.
Exactly. I'm here now. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Did you know about this podcast?
Yeah, I did. I've seen like a couple of your podcasts. Like I've seen the one obviously with Debbie, and Kansime.
Yeah. So
I've seen APAS. Yeah, I've seen Natasha, Miss Uganda.
Yep, those were good conversation. So yeah, you're here because on my recording with Mammy Deb. So shout out to Mammy Deb. She mentioned on the podcast that you're her favorite cast member. How did you feel about that when you had that?
I was like, it's super sweet to hear because she's also my fave. I absolutely adore Debbie.
Yeah.
She's a great person. She's a great person to look up to. You know, she's a mother, she's a wife, business person, entrepreneur, and she's really sweet. So I felt really good. Yeah.
How are you guys able to keep the friendship on a reality TV that has a lot of fights, arguments? How are you able to maintain the relationship still?
I think because we're true to ourselves. So like, regardless with me and Debbie, like I don't actually have I've never fought with her
Mhm.
till now. Like, I feel like when we do have like misunderstandings, we address them quickly and like we sort it out quite quick. We're not one to keep our feelings, hidden. If she has a problem with me, or like, I don't think we actually have ever had like problems with each other. Maybe like if there's a misunderstanding, she'll bring it up to me, vice versa. So just because there's drama with other cast members doesn't mean the drama like necessarily has anything to do with like me and her.
Yeah.
I think I'm quite like a listening ear. I don't really get involved in all those things. I think I just tend to cool her down. So yeah.
Anyway, I started with that, but I just wanted to get that out of the way because Debbie mentioned that when she was on the podcast. But on the podcast, we have a few segments we're going to run through. And the first one is this or that. This or that is where I ask you a quick question about your personality and what you would want. With this, you pick one. You can explain why you pick that one and not the other, or you can choose to say that's my answer, and that's it.
And that's it. Okay.
So the first one, UK fashion or Kampala street style?
UK fashion for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's no designer stores in Uganda unless you're going downtown to get the fake. Like, we don't have stores, so it's gonna be UK for life.
Gym date or dinner date?
Dinner dates. As much as I want to see a man getting sweaty,
Yeah.
no. I like to eat too. I want to eat some food. So yeah.
Girls trip or solo travel?
Girls trip. I've been on one solo trip and I would absolutely never do it again. Like, it was so boring. I was basically talking to the wall. I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah.
I love a girls trip. I love being with my girls on a yacht in a bikini, Yeah.
TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok. Instagram has become boring.
I know.
Sorry. But TikTok is a new place.
I used to love Instagram. Like, Instagram was my top, I think, even like the past few months. But like recently, TikTok is a lot better. There's better engagement. There's better
It's
numbers. More entertaining.
Better numbers, everything. And like, you can reach more people, especially like worldwide. I feel like Instagram has become limited. It's like a box.
Yeah.
So like, it's so hard to like reach people. Like, back in the day, I used to post a lot on Insta, but now I'm like, I be on my TikTok game. I love my TikTok.
And like Instagram, if you're watching this podcast, their invoices when they pay you are stupid and they're annoying. It's offensive. Like, you see the Instagram invoice and the TikTok invoice when they're paying you. And you're like, what are you doing? It's the same almost same numbers, but like Instagram is giving you like pocket change and TikTok is paying even more. So definitely I'm a TikTok person now too.
Yeah, TikTok.
Luxury life or soft life?
You know what? But they're kind of similar. Because soft life is also luxury, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
It could be.
Soft life is like, okay, with the way I see soft life is like, you're like, everything is done for you. Like, you're living your life. Like, you can travel when you want, little champagne, some shopping, you can spend how you want. That's how I see soft life. Like, when they say like, she's living soft life, like she's a princess. So I love me some soft life. Like, I be living soft life.
Soft life ambassador.
Traveling when I want, buying what I want. Yeah, 100%.
That was our this or that. But it's funny that when you sat in the chair, you talked about Beyonce and that you wanted to give us a cappella, which you did not give us a cappella. But after I'd done the preparation for this conversation, I was like, I wonder if she's into music. So I put a little segment about music. Like, what kind of genre of music do you like?
I love music. I feel like music is like a form of escape. I have my AirPods in like almost all the time. I love having music in my ears, listen to music before I sleep, when I wake up, when I'm doing stuff. Personally, right now, I'm a piano to the world.
Oh, nice.
I love my Amapiano. Like, I think it's just such a great genre of music. Like, I love it. And it gets the people going in the club. You hear some Amapiano, everybody is stood up So
That's funny because when I was chilling here before the recording and I had my piano going, DJ Ayane from France, I love that lady. She makes the best mixes on YouTube.
yeah.
But yeah, I do like my piano. Sometimes I'm more pop music. I just listened to the new Justin Bieber's album, which I had to listen for
I
like
haven't heard it,
three
you know.
times to kind of. The first time I listened to it, I was like, "What did you do, Bieber?" Like I didn't feel it. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a second
Yeah.
listen. And then like yesterday, the third listen, I was driving from work. It kind of put me in a spot. I'm like, it's starting to grow on me. Like there's some songs that are
haven't
really
heard
good.
it
Yeah,
yet.
it's all right for some people. But it takes takes time for you to get into it. But yeah,
So get into it.
I am music. I tell people music is like 90% of my life. Like that's how big it is.
Same. I think also like the people around me love music. Like I grew up in like a very musical family, like where my parents love music, my brother loves music. So it's always playing in the house.
Mhm.
When I'm in my room, it's always playing. And I love going out. So I'm always listening to music. So yeah.
I told my boss, because of my work, I told him, if you can take away anything, just leave my music, please. Like, you can take anything. Like, they told us we can use phones at work or something. Just leave my speaker with me. And they took away our AirPods.
Mhm.
We used to wear AirPods while we work, but they took those away. But I told him I can listen to my speaker. So I'm big into music. I really, really love music. So I'm happy that you're the same way.
Yeah.
Our first segment, and this segment is where we talk about Sheena Holmes as a person, what you do, and things that you're involved in. A lot of people who will be tuning into this podcast will be here because of Kampala Crème, and that's the one place I want to start this podcast at.
Okay.
What drew you to join Kampala Crème?
I wouldn't say anything drew me to join. I mean, they reached out to me.
Okay.
And they reached out to me a couple of times. And I kept saying like, oh, I'll think about it. Oh, I'll get back to you. Like, oh, I'll think about it. Because like, I didn't think TV was something I would ever really get into.
Right.
It's not really something I never thought about it, never dreamt about it, you know?
Mhm.
But after like talking to some friends, they were like, oh, you know what? It's a new opportunity. Like, do it. Like, what's holding you back? And I actually love doing things that like are just new and exciting. So I was like, you know what? Like, let me try. Let me see what like Kampala Crème is all about. So I was like, okay. Like I told Judith, I was like, okay, I'll join.
Yeah.
Like, no worries. And yeah.
When they gave you that call, were you in Uganda or were you in the UK when you received the call to be
I was
on
in
show?
Uganda.
Okay.
I was in Uganda. Yeah.
So you didn't necessarily move to Uganda for the show, you just moved for other stuff?
And no, I moved to Uganda because we were opening a resort.
Okay.
So, and I moved back last year.
The lake,
But
is that the
no.
lake, the lakeside
The lakeside resort. Yeah.
Nice.
I moved back for that. But no, I was in Uganda when I got the call. Like it was very like I was so shocked when I got it. I was like, me? What?
And you made it, and like you turned out to be everybody's favorite. Like I said in the introduction, like you're a lot of people's favorite. We see the on TikTok, on social media, the reviews from Kampala Crème.
I think people think I'm funny because I don't speak Luganda and like I'll just be saying whatever.
I saw your clip on TikTok doing Luganda. So tell me the one Luganda word that you've learned, and this is an opportunity for me to hear that. Actually, a sentence.
I mean, I know some of the. I know like Kabina Bulunji. I know some sentences.
Say that one more time for my listeners, please.
Kabina Bulunji.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean in English?
Or it means like you have a good behind.
Yeah.
You got a great, you know?
Yeah.
And also like I definitely know like a phrase, by the way, everybody should know it, is Oli Mufumbo. Like, are you married?
Yeah.
Because you must ask these men when they're flirting with you.
Yeah.
Oli Mufumbo. Because we don't want no married men. So
there was another person I asked who was learning Luganda, and the first thing they say, Njagala Sente. You know what that means? Njagala Sente.
Njagala means like I don't have, right?
No, Njagala is I want.
Oh, I want money.
Yeah, Njagala
Yeah.
said there's somebody who said that's the first line they learned in Luganda.
I'm gonna keep that as well.
Njagala
I'm
said,
gonna say that now as well. Njagala Sente.
Njagala said, yeah, I told you that. Tell them I was on this podcast and this guy told me Njagala sent
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
In Njagala Sente. When they ask me if I want a husband, I'll be like, no, I want money.
Njagala sent it. What has been the best and most difficult part of being on the show?
I think the best part is like the relationships I've built. I've like gained friends for life. So obviously I'm super close to Debbie. I'm super close to Prima. And I feel like those are friendships that I'm going to have forever. And actually also like with like the producers and stuff and like Judith, like they're all great. So like I've built such great friendships with them. And I think the hardest part is probably like, I know some people won't believe it, but I'm kind of shy.
Really?
So it took me like a long time to like get used to the cameras. Like I was so bothered about them being in my face all the time, or like sometimes like, you know how you have like wide shot and close-ups and this, and I would be like, why is the camera like in my face like this close? Like I was like, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see what do I look like? And they're like, Sheena, relax. Take it easy.
That's the same way you trusted us with our cameras. You're like, just chill and just.
I'm actually trusting my cousin. I was like, do I look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, your cousin was looking at the camera?
It's okay,
Okay.
we can-
That's good.
Yeah. I was like, it's okay.
You talked about Mami Deb and your relationship with her, but how do you handle conflict and drama on the show? And there was an incident where you called some people, I don't know who, ghetto girls. Take us to that moment.
100%. And I stand by it. And I would say it again, ghetto girls. Like, I just say it as it is. And I'm unapologetically me.
Exactly.
So, like, how I deal with conflict, I don't deal with it because I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I don't like conflict. I stay away from it. I steer clear. Like, if it's there, I'm more likely to just like look at people and just be like, like, that ain't for me. Like, not today.
When Mami Deb was on the show, I asked her if she will ever want to do the Young, Rich and Famous, African Young, Rich and Famous. Do you ever want to do other reality shows too?
I feel like maybe like if the opportunities arise, then why not? But like, it's not like I want to do them so badly. I'm just kind of like, I go with the flow. I'm just like, okay, sure. Why not? You know?
Do you ever feel the pressure to keep up with the image or the storyline for the cameras?
I mean, there's not really a storyline. I feel like when people say there's a storyline, it gives me vibes of like people are saying it's scripted,
yeah.
which is not. But like, it's like, I don't think there's a storyline. I feel like the cameras come and like you film your day. If I would be going to a restaurant to have lunch with someone, it's not like they would tell me, oh, say this or say that. They don't do that. These are like natural conversations that you'd have. So if I have any questions and I'm, let's say, with Debbie, I will ask them just as if I would ask them if the cameras are not there.
Yeah.
So like, I don't feel any pressure to keep up with anything because like, it's just like the scenes are very natural. You just speak about what you want to speak about. Like there's no limits to what you can ask or say.
There's a lot of people, and like in Uganda, when you do something, everybody's going to be talking about it. And now we have Kampala Crème. There's a lot of reviews people are doing on YouTube. People are talking about everything that you guys do in their own way. How does public opinion affect you personally? Like when you hear these negative comments from people?
I literally don't care. I just don't care. Like I do watch some of the reviews. Like they do come up on my like FYP, like my For You page. But like, it's not like I honestly don't care. But again, like the feedback that I've been getting has been, I would say majority like really like positive. Like a lot of people think I'm very like level-headed and, you know, I kind of keep to myself. And so I don't know, like it hasn't been very negative. Maybe my opinion would be different if it was negative. But like, I just think I'm a very like unbothered person.
Yeah. I like that mentality.
I just feel like I don't care. Like if someone came and they're like, oh, Sheena's a bitch, I'd be like, yeah, and so what? Like I just don't.
Right.
I just don't care. Like, it's for me, it's like as long as the opinion I have of myself is great, that's all that matters to me. Because at the end of the day, you were born alone, you're brought to this earth alone, you're gonna die alone. So all that matters is yourself and what you think.
Like when I said, when you do try to do something, people have words about it. Like even when we do these podcasts and put them out there, everybody have their own opinion about it. But it's something that I've definitely had to learn or to do. Like, I really don't care like what you think about it. Like you don't feed me. I don't sleep in your house. It's not like when you're mad at me, I'm not gonna sleep. Yeah, like I really don't give a single
You
one.
don't pay my bills.
Like I really don't care. And I've learned that. And now, even when people comment on social media, I've been telling them, like, whether you abuse me or whether you're saying something nice, I still get paid. Like your engagement on TikTok, I get paid for it. So like
Exactly. Even if you're hating, you're still
Right.
engaging.
like even when somebody
know?
talks about Kampala Crème, blah 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 blah, you guys get paid. At the end of the day, somebody gets paid.
Yeah,
So,
as long as like you're not ruining my check,
yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, I feel the same way.
On your TikTok or even on social media, you've started this workout journey. What inspired you to start that?
I think it's just to better your own life, like to better my own life. Like, I feel like, coming from, when you're in high school, and you have like you have such a structured week, you wake up, you might have like sometimes, okay, when I was in high school, I was like on all the hockey teams, the rounders teams, the netball teams, tennis team. I played all the sports. I would say like I come from a very sporty family. So all of us, like my brother ran track, played football, played rugby. My dad loves the gym. He also is a runner. Like we all like doing stuff. So I feel like when you come from a structure like that, where like we'd have to wake up at 6 because we'd have practice for hockey or something, and you're doing that constantly. And I was keeping fit, and I was in boarding school. So like, I mean, I can't lie, like the food was great. I was very lucky. I went to a great boarding school, and the chefs that we had were A-star.
And this was in the UK, right?
No, I went to boarding school in Kenya. So I went to
okay.
Poponi, which
Okay.
is owned by the former president, Kenyatta.
Okay.
And honestly, like the chefs were great. And they like, we'd have like the Taco Tuesday, and we'd have like pancakes, and like, it's not like your ordinary type of boarding school. But regardless, like they would make such like Caesar salads and all these different types of salads. Like you could keep healthy, but you'd have like variety. Like it was interesting. You wanted to try the different things. And then you finished that. And then I went to uni in the UK. I went to Nottingham, and then I started eating fast food,
Right.
which again, I was in boarding school, so I wasn't really eating that. Like you now have like the liberty of eating what you want. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not a big fan of being in the kitchen. I don't really enjoy cooking. So I'm now living in uni. I actually lived with my cousin first year, and I would be like, yeah, we'll eat pizza today. And yeah, okay, we'll eat pizza tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll eat like McDonald's, then Burger King, then, and the weight starts packing on. Like you don't realize it, but it's packing on slowly by slowly. And, you're partying as well, like a lot.
Like
so when I was in
drinking and
uni,
all, yeah.
I was partying 5-6 times a week. Like I would go to the club, and the clubs in the UK finish like at like 2:33.
Yeah.
Finish at 3, and I'd be like, guys, after's at my house. So like everyone would come to my house. Oh, my poor cousin, she'd be sleeping because she's in 3rd year. And I would bring all these people to the play, like to our house, and we would party till like 6 a.m. and I would still get up and make it to like my 9 a.m.
Wow.
But yeah, so like slowly by slowly, like I got out of routine, and I wasn't going to the gym anymore. Like I wasn't interested in joining any, like, there are still the teams that you can join in uni. I wasn't interested. I just wanted to like have fun with my friends, party, go to different cities, shop. Like it was basically study, party, shop, be with friends, repeat. And I think then I ended up putting on like 15, 16 kgs. Like 16 kgs is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Coming from someone who like, I don't think people will even remember, but I used to be a petite babe. Like I was petite. If you scroll down on my Insta all the way to the bottom, you'll know I was. But I think now that like I have more time to myself and self-employed, like I can kind of do what I want. I'm like, okay, I have all the time to go to the gym. And, you know, people have told me like the older you get, the harder it is to lose the weight. So like now I was like, oh, this is the perfect time for me to just like work on myself and, you know, hit the targets I want to hit. And I guess like gym was one of the targets. I was like, yeah, I want to get back into that.
Yeah, I really can relate to that a lot. Like when I was in Uganda, we used to eat like the regular food, like kawunga, whatever. And then I moved to the US. I came to college here. Going to college, you could eat
Yeah.
whatever you want, like eat McDonald's, fast food. And like in college,
Exactly.
you don't really like have time to cook for yourself or like to eat. You just go fast food, McDonald's, you go buy this. So I went through that, and like I'm telling you, the weight adds on like really, really quick. Like you don't even notice. And like you're always busy. I stopped playing. I used to play soccer on a team in college. And I mean, that's how I was able to keep up the weight maybe. But ever since I graduated, I've not played soccer in a long time. And just that weight keeps coming. So I've started like running. I have a Peloton at my house that I usually do once in a while. But no, like with the podcast,
great,
my
though.
9 to 5, it's hard to find time. And like it gets harder.
Yeah,
But
I can imagine.
try.
But it has to be done. Like you, even if it's like 20 minutes a day, like it has to be done.
So do you think this has helped your confidence, your mental health, or personal discipline?
You know what? I can't lie. I'm confident regardless.
That's
like,
the spirit right there.
I'm confident regardless. But like I felt like I was doing it like I wasn't doing it because I was sad. I wasn't doing it because like people can be mean on the internet, and like I will get comments once in a while, or maybe people who followed me for like the last 7-8 years, and they'd be like, oh, Sheena, we miss you when you were small. And I'm kind of like, I don't give a fuck because you don't even know me.
Exactly.
Like I don't know you, you don't know me. Like, do you get, like, keep your comments to yourself, but like, you know, you are on a platform where you're sharing your life, so people feel entitled to their opinions and commenting, and that doesn't really like it doesn't hit any soft spot or anything. I don't care, but like I think it was just more of like I think health wise, I just feel like I wanted to do just to be more healthy, you know, like it was just more of like, you know, you want less fat around your heart, and you want like, you know, to be, I guess, just healthier in general.
It gets annoying to see people body shaming on the internet, and there's a lot of people. Like those are some of the things that it depends on how you were brought up. And I was watching this girl's Instagram, I think. I remember her name, the one who sings, the one who covers her face, the chick who sings that song.
Molly.
Yeah, I think Molly. Yeah, because she was talking about that.
From the girl from Ghana.
Yeah, they were body shaming her, and so some spirit, she said, I really don't care. Like her song is doing good, she's making money, and we don't care about a lot of people's. What's your morning routine like these days?
It would depend if I'm going to the resort or not. So I go to the resort 4 times a week.
Okay.
So if it's like a Monday, I wake up at 8. So I wouldn't say like my mornings start that early. Like, you know, I wake up at 8 and I leave the house at around 8:45. So obviously shower, you know, whatever, get myself together. And then by like 9:20, I'm at the resort. Usually on Mondays, we have staff meetings. So staff meetings, and then going through the social media, responding to like reviews, responding to like messages in social media, because I do the social media
responding
part.
To people who are asking you to be on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, also I'll go through my personal emails as well. Talk about like, it depends, like if we have scheduled in meetings with someone, we have like a lot of travel agencies that want to like, let's say, put the resort on their brochure or whatever. So we have the meetings, whatever. But usually like on a Monday, I'd finish by like 3 p.m. I'd go home, get ready, go to the gym, spend like an hour and a half in the gym, come home, play with my dogs. I'm a dog mom.
You're a dog mom? Oh, nice.
I'm a mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many dogs do you have?
So, I have one inside, Tico. That's my son. And then I have 4 outside, like big dogs, like Rottweilers and a Borbell.
Oh, nice.
So.
I love dogs, but I don't have one yet. So it's just a lot of work here in the States. Like you have to find a dog sitter. Like if you're going to travel somewhere, you have to pay for dog care, and it's expensive. Like if you're not always at home. So
even I was telling myself, like, I was like, I don't know if I'd want to have a dog if I wasn't living at home, like with my parents,
Right.
where like, I cannot imagine like training the dog not to like do any peeing or pooing inside the house. And then on top of that, like having to like we don't like feed, like obviously we feed our dog, but like let's say like our house girl will like feed the big dogs and stuff. I can't imagine like having to feed them and then wash them and then this and this and this. Like I just get to sleep with my dog and be in bed with him and cuddle him, and
yeah.
that's like the part I like. So
What are some of the self-care rituals that you do?
like skincare and stuff like that, or
It could be skincare or like something that you do for self-care. Like you could be food or like skincare.
I always say drink your skincare. Drink it. Like, you know, get your carrots, get, you know, your lemons, your oranges, blend it together and make like little morning shots.
Yeah. Just
And
drink
have
them.
a shot like with ginger and stuff.
Do they work
in the
better when you
morning.
drink it? When you drink them?
Yeah, I definitely believe so. Like, I actually realized because I had like invested heavily into like Korean skincare because of all the hype that was going on. And I realized like Korean skincare was making me break out even more.
Yeah.
Like, guys, don't invest in the hype. I realized when I don't do anything to my skin and I just like eat healthy, drink my water, drink my skincare, it's much better that way. Just wash my face, like not like applying 1,000 products on it. So yeah.
And it's skincare too. Like, and people are saying, "Oh, your skin is so." I
know-
mean, I just use my Vaseline lotion. Like I
Men
buy.
are just
Nivea.
are just lucky on that in
Yeah.
that way, you know. Like men will have like clear skin and do like absolutely nothing.
Mhm.
They barely even wash their face and they'll be glowing.
Yeah.
So
You touched on the resort. How did that idea of the resort come about? Who started it? And
it was definitely my mom's idea. I think like growing up, my mom was a housewife, and my dad and like with my family having moved a lot with my dad because my dad had always had jobs everywhere. So we were never really stationed anywhere like this was home.
Mhm.
We were like, I mean, home was always Denmark. That was like base. We had our house there. And like, then my dad would like be, you know, we lived in Trinidad and Tobago for 4 years. Then we lived in Panama for almost 3 years. And like, then we lived in Tanzania. Then we lived in the States. Like we just, you know, we kept moving.
how did you
with
do
him.
school when
And
you
then-
kept moving? Did you do homeschool?
No, I have been to like obviously like not including university, but like school, like Peponi, the school I went to in Kenya was my 10th school. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So like every time we'd like go somewhere new,
You go to
like
school.
they'd put us in international school. So
Mm.
like obviously in Panama they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So they by mistake put us in a Spanish school and we couldn't like get a place
Yeah.
in an international school for 3 months.
Mhm.
So they were speaking to us in Spanish and I was just like,
So, ¿cómo estás?
what? And like, bien gracias, ¿y tú?
Oh no, I was almost saying bien de nada. No, I meant bien gracias.
Yeah, bien gracias.
De nada. What does de nada
yeah,
mean?
so
De nada?
means it's nothing.
Okay.
Like
Oh, yeah.
like it's okay.
Yeah. They told me a Spanish
Yeah.
bad word. I don't know if I can say it on podcast.
What is it?
Starts with a
Say
P.
it.
Starts with
Say
a
it.
P.
Say it.
Puta.
What? Puta. Yeah. I love that word.
No.
Puta.
All right. So did that affect you at all? Like going to different schools?
I think it definitely did. Like I definitely think it took a toll on me and my dad's relationship. Like even though I am like a daddy's girl to an extent, I feel like when I was younger, I like low-key hated my dad. Like I was so angry at him like all the time.
Yeah.
Like I was so angry at him. I had so much built up anger, which thankfully like has been resolved
That's good.
as I've gotten older. But like I was so angry at him because I felt like I went through a lot of friendship breakups.
I was gonna say that. Like
I remember
you have friends at this school.
I remember my best friend in Denmark broke up with me via email when I was in Trinidad. And like I cried for weeks. And like I was like 9.
That hurts, yeah.
And she was like, hey, just to let you know, I have a new best friend. See when you get back.
Their email.
And I was like, yeah. And it literally like broke my heart. And I was like, I blamed my dad. I was like, you took me away from Denmark and now she has a new best friend. Like, yeah. But, and then obviously like we settled, like I think my mom was done with the traveling and she was like, these kids are whitewashed. We need to take them back to their roots. So she was like, nope. And then we came back to Africa. But onto the resort stuff. Yeah, my mom was predominantly like a housewife. And then I think she had spoken to my dad about wanting to start something. They didn't know what yet. At first they spoke about like apartments. And then she was like, you know what, like maybe like a resort. And then like after the whole family spoke, like me, my brother and my parents, and we're like, you know what, a resort sounds good. And we all kind of gave our ideas and like what we thought. Like I named the resort.
Oh, really?
So
that's good.
Yeah, so like all of us have like input. Like we've all, you know, my brother not so much because he doesn't live here. I have an older brother and he lives in Luxembourg. So,
are you only two?
Yeah, like we're just 2. Yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm the baby.
I have one brother too. We're just 2 boys.
Really?
Well, my whole family is back in Uganda actually. Everybody's in Uganda. I'm just here.
That must be so hard though.
I moved here when I was 18, 20. Yeah. So I just had my own life. I went there to school and then I was like, my life stayed here. So.
Elevate your podcast game today. Are you looking for a perfect place to record your podcast in Kampala? Look no further. Downslope Studios, located at Ivory Plaza on Wilson Street, Level 3, Room 4, is a perfect place for you. Downslope Studios has professional recording equipment, comfortable and creative environment, expert for all your podcast needs. Book your session today. Find them on all social media platforms or reach out to them directly to secure your spot. Let them make your podcast dream a reality. Downslope Studios, where stories come to life.
You sound like a family person. Like you talked about your dad, your mom, and how all of you have been together. And actually not recently, but on your Instagram, you were with them celebrating their 25th anniversary.
Yeah, so they just celebrated 26.
26, okay. Yeah, 26, celebrating their 26th anniversary. How has that shaped your view on love and your view on love and how long they've been together?
That's a great question. I think I would definitely say that it has made me put my standards much higher because I see like how my parents, like obviously marriages, they're never perfect. Like they do have their ups and downs, they're turbulent, etc. But I see the way my dad treats my mom and the way my dad pursued my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, now when I'm dating, I'm kind of like, if you're not gonna do something similar, because obviously it's never gonna be the same.
Right.
We like generations have changed. We're in a different world now. Like the way it was back then, I think it was more romantic when you're pursuing a woman. Nowadays, like a guy will just slide into your DMs. It's just not romantic anymore. Like at all.
Yeah.
But I definitely think like seeing them married for so long has also made me like, I definitely yearn to be married. I'm 25 and like, if I had it my way, I would have probably been married like at 21. Like I really wanted to get married young.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, I just like haven't found someone who I feel like deserves to like call me wife.
Is it because somebody hasn't found you or because somebody doesn't match the quality or like where I've set your bar?
I feel like I've met great guys. I have, but you can meet someone great and they're not great for you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
They can be great for other people, but like, I just feel like there's some things that are like non-negotiable for me. And I feel like, I definitely think my dating game changed like when I got back to Uganda. I don't really date here, if I'm honest. I don't have like the biggest interest in Ugandan men, and I'm very honest about
You're
that.
like the third person who has said this on this podcast.
I honestly don't like. It's just I just don't have interest in Ugandan men. I also just feel like, I think it was hard for me when moving back because like I did have like I had a great dating life in the UK. I feel like in the UK, it's like you're meeting people from everywhere. Like, you know, there's the Nigerians, the people from Ghana, the people from the US, people from different other like European countries. You know, here in Uganda, it's mostly you're meeting Ugandans.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen, I guess it's because I wasn't raised here as a kid. I see some of like the ways, the things people are okay with, and I'm just not okay with it. Like, I see the way like men here, how you like they want their women to speak to them like they're the president. Sweetie, that's not gonna happen like at all. You're not the president.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. I wouldn't even speak that way to the president. So why would I speak that way to you?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like I'm seeing how like men here, they, as I also said on Kampala Crème, like they want to go out when they want to go out. They want their women to be at home. I don't believe in that. I don't see that. Like I see us more as like we're equal.
Mm-hmm.
Men see themselves as higher than women here. I think there's like a lot of cultural differences I have.
You talk about that. That's a very good point you bring up because I didn't even plan to bring this up, but just a few days ago, I've been on this with men. I know we have the bro code, which I really like, but again, I said I usually call things out as they are. Like even if it's my dad doing something that I know it's not right,
Same.
I'll call him out. I'll tell you, hey,
Same.
I don't agree with that. I don't. And I've said this on my Instagram. Men these days, especially the men in Uganda, they have this mentality, like you just said, they want to be seen as higher up. That is not asked. The respect is not asked. It's somebody gives it to you willingly because of how you treat yourself.
Earned.
It's earned.
It's
Yeah,
earned.
it's earned. But I posted a clip of another girl talking about the same thing we're talking about, and men are like, what does she have to offer? A lot of these men asking what does she have to offer, they don't even have anything for themselves.
Anything to offer themselves.
Like a lot of people are used to that. And I made a post yesterday that says, whoever taught these men to ask what does she offer needs to teach them a few more things.
I don't believe in that question. And as soon as you ask me that question, your number is blocked, you're removed off my socials, and you have no further way of contacting me or pursuing anything with me. I don't like that question. And also, don't get me wrong, like I do believe that I could be submissive to a man, but submissive, again, something you have to earn.
Exactly.
I have to feel like I want to be submissive to my man. It's like, but then again, it's like the characteristics that I see a man should have or should hold are a man should be a provider. You know, a man should protect, provide, you know, love. A man should do all these things, like they should bring security. If a man was doing all those things, loyalty, security, providing, protecting, would I not be submissive? 100% I would, because why wouldn't I? Like, what would be holding me back from being submissive? The same way as like, I openly say like, I'm not a fan of being in the kitchen. It doesn't mean I can't cook. I just don't enjoy it. And again, it's like, I was in boarding school. For many years, I didn't cook for myself. In boarding school, you don't cook. Well, the one I went to, you don't cook for yourself. You know, you have chefs. And then I was in uni and I decided still I didn't really want to cook for myself. When I lived with my cousin, she predominantly cooked or we ate out, you know? And again, I wasn't, as I said, like, but if I was with a man who said like, I'll do everything you want. I'll take care of you. I'll provide for you. I will make you happy. But could you cook for me like 4 times a week? Would I not do it? I would, because that's what you'd want, because you're also.
So the comparison was a lady said a story. She met a guy. He said, my mom has been, I want to marry a woman who can cook because I grew up seeing my mom cook all the time. This girl says the same thing. She's like, my dad was an engineer. I grew up seeing him fixing stuff at the house. When my car would break down, he would do it. When water would break in the house, he was a plumber. He would fix this and this and this. I would want a man who could do that. And that's why I got the problem is like these men cannot fix a water heater. They cannot fix a car. They cannot mow the lawn. They cannot do this.
That's so crazy because literally my dad came into my room. So this whole week I've actually been ill. It's even a surprise. This is the first time I'm leaving my house this week. I had like a bacterial infection. I was in bed the whole week. Didn't go to work, didn't go to gym, nothing. And I had told my dad, like in passing, in conversation, like, oh, I really want to revamp my room. Like I want to redecorate it. And I have some like IKEA CD holders in my room that like, because we brought all our furniture in containers when we moved to Uganda like years ago. And we had those on the walls. And I had mentioned that I wanted to revamp them and remove them. And randomly at like 8 a.m. yesterday or the day before, he came to my room and he was like, okay, I've come to remove them. And he removed them. And of course, like, obviously there was a hole from the removal. He like infilled it. And I was like, to think that I'm probably going to be with a man who can't do simple things like this. I was so scared. Like I was telling him and he was laughing. And I was like, my dad like has never had to call someone to hang a picture up because he knows how to, put a picture up. He knows how to fix the toilet seats. He knows how to do like, he's a handyman, though like not by profession. It's something he was taught and like, he's so great at it. And I was like, I would love to be with a man who's also great. Like I don't need to call someone to fix these things because my man can do it. He can do it. Like, no.
And that's what I was telling men. It wasn't like, I don't know if some men took it in the wrong way, like you're siding with the women, which again, if I am, I'm standing on business, I'm standing on truth, which I've had to work on that myself. Like if there's something I don't know, I want to make sure I learn it. So you put yourself in a position where you can do it. And if you can't do it, you're going to have to pay for it. And that's when men have issues. Oh, she's asking for money. If you told me to paint your room, or if there was a need to paint your room and I know how to paint, I don't have to pay anybody to do it. But then if the room needs to be painted and you can't paint, you're going to have to pay money. And then they'll complain women want money. I mean, there's more to that, but like men need to first take care of, like that was my point. Like you put yourself in that position and then you can ask those questions if you're in that position. But if you can't, why do you ask the question in the first place? I know this is a conversation, and actually I'm glad that we broke it down to this because I had some dating stuff here and I was going to ask you, but you spoke to the right point that I really wanted to talk about, because men cannot even, there's some men who can't change a light bulb, but they're busy on internet screaming.
Literally.
What does she bring on the table? What do you bring on the table?
What does she bring? What do you bring on the table, mister? You don't bring nothing.
And there's this question. So I was responding to these people who are asking me on social media, what does she offer if she wants money? And then I asked the men, what do you want her to offer? And nobody could say a word. Like if a woman asks you for money and then you ask, what do you offer? What do you want me to offer? If you give me money, what do you want me to do? And no man could say anything.
Exactly. That's also like, I can't lie, like one thing I love doing, like when it comes to ruining a man's day, count me in. Absolutely my favorite hobby. Like love it. Early in the morning, right at the start of your day, I will ruin it. Love it. And like sometimes in the morning, like I'll open my phone and I'll go through like my message requests and it'll be like, oh, send me a bikini photo or send some nonsense. And I'll be like, cool, send me money. Even though like I would never send them the photo. But once you start bringing the money topic in, they get uncomfortable. The conversation gets uncomfortable. They're like, oh, why are you asking for money for something so small? And I'd be like, you made me uncomfortable, so let me make you uncomfortable. I just love doing that. That's
crazy. And that topic could go on and on and on and on. But I like to hear your input. And man, let's do better. I know it's hard for some people to listen to or to hear. They don't like to be called out. And like you touched about actually something, culture. And I mentioned this when I was writing. Culture is good and tradition is good. But this thing has made some men way too comfortable to like sit higher up. I'm a man, I have to do this. No.
Sadly, I feel like it also stems from like the type of parents you have. If you have parents that baby the male a lot, you end up having men like that. Like I've seen it in you. I'm going to speak about Uganda and Kenya because that's where I grew up. I spent 8 years in Kenya and we had an apartment there because luckily my dad also worked there when I was in school. So like I spent a lot of time there and I was like, I feel like when you have that mentality of like, your mom thinks you can't do anything wrong. And I see it a lot in African households, which to me is like absolutely bizarre. Like, what do you mean your son can't do anything wrong? I just don't like that. And I just don't think I would ever want to marry into like a family like that. Because, sweetie, your son can do something wrong. Like, he 100% can. Whereas like, I'm the youngest and I'm also from more of like I'm the only girl. So I've definitely been babied a lot by my parents compared to my brother. I feel like they've hardened my brother up more to be a man, you know? And whereas like I'm a female, so I'm a bit more on the soft side. Like, you know, they haven't like pushed me as much as they've maybe pushed my brother. But like one thing I remember, even like when I was dating my ex, my mom was like, that culture, it's gonna be the end of your relationship. Like the culture, like differences, you're not gonna be able to handle it. Like she used to always tell me, and she even used to be like, I don't think you can date a Ugandan man. Like my own mom tells me, she's like, they're too into their own culture of like, they see themselves above you. And one thing about you, Sheena, is you will argue and like, you will be like, no, we're the same.
Yeah.
So like, she was like, just steer clear, sweetie. Like, it ain't gonna work unless you meet someone who is like, I always say this, so like, I no hate to anyone, but when looking for someone I want to date, I would want you to have lived abroad for quite a long time. Like, I like people who are well traveled. Don't date people who are not traveled when you are well traveled. You know, I have seen all the cultures and I've lived in all the countries, and I've lived in Europe and I've lived in Africa, you know? So I know both places. So then you have people who have predominantly lived here. So they only see it as like a one way. They only see it as this is the right way. And that I have a problem with, and I can't date someone
I
like
personally
that.
had an issue with that actually here in America, because I moved to a town where those people have never left their town. They've never been out there. And it was really hard to live in that because they've never seen a black person. They don't know how to relate with a black person. It was just rough. And I was like, you know what? This is not a place for me. I like people who are open their minds to diversity, like to different stuff. And most people can understand, well, while I respect culture and I believe in it, I grew up in a home where my mom is Kenyan, my dad is Ugandan. But not a single day I've ever seen my mom kneel down to my dad. That is something my dad was okay with. Like, she's not Ugandan.
It's funny it's funny that you say that, because I'm totally against it and I've never done it. And I've never been forced to do it. It was something that I don't believe in kneeling down. I will never kneel down. It's something that my mom has never forced me to do. I see my mom do it to her dad. She's never done it to other people though.
Yeah, my mom does it to the like grandparents, but not.
I don't kneel down. Even my grandfather, and my mom told my grandfather, Sheena don't believe in it. And we don't force her to do something she doesn't believe in. Like, we can't force her. Like, she's, you know, like, why would you force someone to do something? So like the whole kneeling thing, I watch people do it and I'll be like, hello, Jaja, how are you? Like, and give him a kiss.
You just greet them in English
and his
to
friends
avoid
will
it.
literally, no, like his friends will literally be like, looking at me, and I'll be like, hey, how are you? Like, I will not care. I just like, I'll always say I won't do it. And my grandfather will be like, you leave that one. She's a Muzungu. They didn't teach her that. But I am just not doing it because I don't believe in it. And I can't do things that like don't align with me.
I think I'm that way too. Like, there's some things I just do, but then if I don't really feel something, I'm not gonna do it. And like, I really hate to do something, being forced to do something. So yeah, it's never that serious. It's not that deep. Like, it's not gonna change anything if I kneel or if I don't kneel. Like, life is still gonna be the same. Anyway, what are some of the red flags or green flags in a Ugandan man? Give me one red flag and one green flag. But you said you won't date a Ugandan man.
Flags?
Yeah. So I was gonna cancel all the green flags. So let's just.
Are there any green flags?
Or the green flag.
Think there
The green
is.
flag could be like if he grew up abroad.
You know what? Even the Ugandan men abroad, I'm sorry, I met the ones in the UK. They're as horrible. They're the same. So I feel like everyone knows that I mostly date West Africans. Like, I feel like it's just to do with like, yes, like people are like, oh, West Africans, they have all this thing, or like they want to cheat, they want to cheat, they want to cheat. Cool. Like, I hear it. I definitely hear it. But like, you'll also meet the ones who they're much more romantic. Like, literally, like, I remember I have Ugandan men who've obviously tried to speak to me, tried to take me on dates. And it's like, you can't even plan a date. Why can't you plan a date? You can't even send flowers. Why can't you send flowers? Like, these are, to me, like the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't you send flowers? Why can't you plan a date? And also, like, the cheating culture here is just as bad. Like, I feel like people are always so quick to point fingers at West Africa, but I'm sorry, like, living in Uganda is honestly scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely terrifying. Like, it's defo changed my mind a lot about marriage, though. And I defo must have been living in a bubble before I moved back here last year, because I told all my friends, like, moving back here, like, is this what marriage is like? Like, your husband is in the club and you're at home?
Yeah.
And your husband is flirting with girls 10 years younger than you? Like, no, not on my watch. Me and my husband, we're going to be locked in with handcuffs. Where you go,
I go.
I go.
Yeah. That's funny.
Exactly. You ain't going to the party without me?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Boys' night? Cool.
Yeah.
I'll sit in the corner and watch. You know?
So you're well traveled. You've mentioned a lot of countries that you've been to. Well, where has been your favorite to travel and
Yes.
why?
South Africa. Absolutely. South Africa. And one thing that like really annoys me is when I went to South Africa, I got loads of messages of people saying like, oh, it's so dangerous there.
Mm-hmm.
So dangerous, so dangerous, so dangerous. And it's like, I didn't feel that way at all. Like, I didn't feel like it was dangerous. I loved it. I've been there twice. Like, I was there twice last year.
Yeah.
And I'm going again this year, definitely. Probably closer to summertime because currently it's winter there. But I think it's beautiful. Cape Town, beautiful. And shout out to Sheila. Sheila is actually the one who invited me to South Africa the first time. Gashumba, yeah.
Okay.
She was doing DJ school. And I went to visit her. And I think I was having like a hard time after like a breakup or something. And like I was like, South Africa like literally mended my heart. I just think it's such a great, I think in Africa as well, it's the best country I've been to in Africa. I really want to travel more in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to go to like Senegal. Like, I don't know why, like I think Senegal is really pretty. Like also like Namibia.
I haven't been to a lot of African countries actually. Just Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi.
I've been to all those.
Yeah.
I've been to Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya. I love Tanzania as well. I lived in Morogoro, which is in Tanzania. I lived there for 2.5 years. Kenya's always will feel like a second home because I lived there for so long. But I definitely also want to go to like Mauritius and the other countries. But I definitely feel like right now I'm in my like visit Africa, like travel within Africa, like spread the word that Africa is the place to travel to, because I feel like it is. Like, it's absolutely beautiful.
Definitely is.
So like, why not?
Sheena, I had a lot of questions. I wish we didn't get disrupted by time and electricity. But two things I want to end with. Like, what is something people misunderstand about you?
I think sometimes like people think I'm mean because I'm direct. It's not that I want to come off as like I'm mean. It's just I say things how they are.
Mm-hmm.
And how they are in my head. So I think that's definitely one. I think I saw that a lot in the comments when it came to like Kampala Crème. People were thinking like I was being mean, or either I was joking and they weren't getting like the joke, or they just thought I was mean, whereas like I was just being direct.
Any message you have for young women watching Kampala Crème or follow your journey? Because now you're in the spotlight and some girls look up to you.
I would say live your life. Don't settle. Enjoy your life. Live it to the fullest. You never know when it's your last day. And take each day as it comes. Like, you know, you have one life and that's all God gives you. So, you know.
We're going to wrap this thing up with a fun segment called Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire is 5 questions.
Okay.
It's fast, unfiltered, and fun. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. You don't even have to rethink it. If you cuss, that's good. That's okay. I said that's good. If you cuss, that's it. You just keep going. What's one thing you always pack when traveling?
Toothbrush.
A celebrity you would love to hang out with for a day?
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red?
She ghetto.
Yeah, she
I love
is.
her.
You should listen to that song on
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's new album that she did with Justin Bieber. It's nasty. But yeah, she's crazy.
I need to hear it. Yeah, Sexy Red. I like
Sexy
her.
Red is good. Hey, you sexy. Hey, I like her vibe.
Get it sexy.
Yeah.
Get it.
The last song you had on repeat.
Yeah. Oh, I can't say. I don't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Tolukuzo. It's called the Clap Song. It's a new song. It's an Amapiano song. It came out like a month ago. It's great.
Who would play you in a movie?
Myself.
Yeah.
The best and the only one.
I think I already asked you this, but like, what's the biggest misconception about you?
that I'm mean.
Yeah.
And that I don't care. Okay,
Really
jokes.
don't
I don't
care.
care actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do final 3. These are quick ones too. What's a life lesson you've learned in life to this point?
Never wait for someone to change. They're not going to change. And if they wanted to change, they would have already changed. So don't ever wait. Move on.
That is true. That's a good. What gets you excited about life?
Getting to experience travel. I love to travel. I love it. My next holiday is actually this week. So I love it.
Who would you like to see on this podcast next as a guest? And you will help me get those people here. Get that person here.
So it's only right that I shout out my sister because my sister already shouted me out. So Debbie, love you. So I'm going to pass on the baton to Prima Kardashian.
Prima Kardashian.
I'd love to see you here. She's real funny. So
We're gonna run through the
And I love you
Kampala
all.
Crème. We're gonna run through the whole Kampala
and
Crème.
please like make sure you do it. Like do it a bit in Luganda. Like I think the audience would love that. Since she just, told the whole world that, she was cheating on her man.
That was crazy. I saw that in Dubai, and he paid for the whole trip.
I love you though. Like even though you were cheating, it's okay. It's okay.
Why did you say I should do it in Luganda? Because I've seen comments of like she doesn't know English. Like I've seen that on.
No, she does. She does. But I just think like for her to express herself better, I think also like the audience would love it. Like to also do something in Luganda. Like,
Anyway, for the listeners, it's a wrap. We had a lot of conversation. Maybe sometime in the future I'll have you back in more settled, more nice place for you, more convenient place, not downtown. Or now that you're used to downtown, you will plan better.
Not downtown.
You'll come back. It will be a vibe. But now that you know how it is, it will be great. But thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate that you're able to stay calm, give us a good time, and even with after whatever happened, I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time. You've made me feel very comfortable and it was really, it was worth it. So.
Thank you very much. It's a wrap. Why was it so easy for you to accept the request to be on this podcast?
Because I've watched some of your podcasts and I thought you were interesting and I like your interview style.
Thank you. I like that.
I was like, why not? As I said, I like doing new things.
Yeah.
And this is my first ever podcast in Uganda that I've been on. So
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, I'll let you go because of Beyonce. That's what I was waiting for.
Remember those walls that built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. I can't sing too well. It's because my cousin is here and I don't want to outshine her.
Right.
I feel bad when I outshine other people.
Okay.
So
I'll take that. But I do really appreciate that even whatever has happened, you're still here and you're still happy. I like.
You know what? We missed a turn and all the ways here apparently are one way. So you have to go in a circle all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, my driver was like, but this is downtown. And I was like, it's not downtown.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be. It's probably in a mall or something.
Right.
And he was like, it's downtown. And he knows me, I'm going to end up having an attitude. And he was like, I know this one doesn't go downtown.
Mm-hmm. But you know what, though? I really appreciate people that are able to make it to the studio. I've been there and it's not fun.
Where are you, though?
By the way, that's the other question. Did you know I wasn't going to be in the studio?
I had a feeling. I had a feeling because I feel like I sense that like you interview like from abroad.
I'm in the US.
But it's only when I came. Yeah, I knew you're in the US. At least you said like, oh, he's in the States.
Because some people, because I thought that was also the other thing that you're going to get pissed about. It's like, he's not even here. And then you like,
No.
get mad about
I
it.
was more annoyed about the location and then the building not having a lift and you're on like floor 352.
Hey there, my name is Bonnie Chibuka, the podcast host of the Ugandan Boy Talk Show. Thanks for watching and listening to my podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, leave a feedback on this podcast because that's how we grow. Thank you very much and be blessed.
Hi guys, my name is Sheena. I've been on the Ugandan Boy podcast, so tune in. We're going to be speaking about dating in Uganda, Kampala Crème, and family and life. So, yeah.
You can do different poses, whatever pose you want to do. Or you can stand in the chair too and jump.
Stand in it. Stand in it. Stand in a chair.
You can stand in the chair and say,
Wow.
get it sexy, be hyped up.
I don't know if I'll stand, but
No, I was just kidding.
get it sexy.
Yeah.
Get it sexy. Get it sexy.
I liked your vibe. Thank you very much. I really, I've never recorded this late, but it was worth it. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, because you're like, what, 7-8 hours
Yeah,
ahead?
it's actually 1:48 now. I was in this room since 10.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But this is what happens when you send people downtown. What can I say?
Are they still taking pictures? I'm gonna.
And do you know where I live?
Where do you live? By the way, how?
Do you know where Taiba is?
First, Taiba School?
In Tebe Road.
Oh yeah! Wow, you're
Yeah.
gonna get there at midnight.